Hello everybody, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Man City Unplugged, your very own Man City fan channel. Wow, the title race is like really heating up. United are getting up in good form and we can't afford to, drop any points. So tomorrow we face a very stubborn test, I would say. It's not easy. It's never easy against West Brom. They're a team, dogged team. The first time around when we faced them, I think it was after that their manager got sacked. I don't somehow seem to remember the name of the manager, but then their manager got sacked after he drew with City 1-1. It was an own goal, Ruben Diaz own goal in the last encounter. I mean, it was not the mistake of Ruben Diaz, but then this emphasizes how important set pieces are, well, especially when you play against a team like West Brom. So tomorrow's encounter is gonna be away, West Brom away. So and also we are gonna be without Kevin De Bruyne. So I was thinking, how can we unlock this West Brom defense, this stubborn West Brom defense? It's going to be, and also Sam Allardyce is the manager of West Brom now. He's an expert, you could say, in these sort of encounters. He sets his teams up really well. You should see especially how West Brom got a draw against Liverpool, for example. So it's going to be really very important how we strategize to unlock the stubborn West Brom defense. Ajayi is a player. We'll get into all of those. We'll get into the key battles that we'll have against West Brom. So first we'll look at the predicted lineup, which I somehow think that Pep will not go with a false nine tomorrow. He will go with an out and out striker. That is because in the last two chances against teams that have sat back and defended, we have seen that City's players, especially Aston Villa. Yes, the match against Aston Villa was good, but Aston Villa sat back and defended. So against those sort of teams, Pep and against Cheltenham Town as well, Pep is seeing that City's midfielders, they're passing the ball well. City's wingers are passing the ball well, but once they get into those attacking positions out wide, they're flashing balls across the box, but no one's there to tuck them inside. No one's making the near post run. No one's gambling at the far post. All of these things are things that are hurting Pep, because the build-up play till the final third is really good. After that, we are not doing the major thing. At the end of the day, football matches are not decided by who has the highest possession or who has the highest amount of time, passes, or who has ran the highest amount of distance and all of that. At the end, football matches are decided by what is the scoreboard, what does the scoreboard say. The way of playing is a means to achieve that victory, is a means to achieve that goal. Way of playing is a philosophy for you to achieve that goal, and City is doing that philosophy really right from the back to the front. But in the final third, no one's there. We are flashing balls across the box, and no one's there. So that is the reason why I think Pep will tell Gabriel Jesus to make those near post runs, make those far post runs, play as an out and out centre forward, especially with Sergio Aguero not returning in the near future. So I think Pep will start with Gabriel Jesus up front, with Foden on the left wing and Sterling on the right wing. I will now you could argue here. I was thinking of a few alternatives that City have, especially with Kevin De Bruyne missing. One would be Foden playing in the midfield with Bernardo on the right wing and Sterling on his favoured left wing, where he can just run at defenders. And the other is obviously playing Bernardo in the midfield with Sterling on the left and Mahrez on the right. But then that would be, you can't drop Phil Foden. That would be really unjust for Phil Foden. Phil Foden is undroppable now. Whatever Pep can say, Phil Foden has become undroppable now. He's performed day in and day out in all of the matches in the last 3-4 matches. He is the most informed player in the Premier League for me right now. Not Bruno Fernandes, not someone else, not Harry Kane, not Son. Phil Foden is the most informed player along with Ilkay Gundogan right now. And maybe you could say Paul Pogba. So Foden can't be dropped. So the only thing is, you either play Foden in the midfield and play Sterling on the left and Bernardo on the right, or Foden in the midfield, and Sterling on the left, and Mahrez on the right. And now, does Mahrez deserve a chance in this team? I would say no. He doesn't deserve a chance in his team. He's been a little bit careless in possession, and his decision making has been poor. He's not in form. Mahrez is not in form. He had a couple of chances one on one against Cheltenham Town, misses it. One on one in the previous game against the game before Aston Villa, and he misses it. So Mahrez hasn't been in the best of form. So I think this is the best alternative for Pep. Put Bernardo and Gundogan in the midfield. They give excellent work rate. Bernardo especially can help Rodri out. Both can, help out defensively, Bernardo and Gundogan. That would give the front three players more flexibility, and Foden on the left has been irresistible, and Sterling has to settle for the right. Out of the front attacking five, I would say right now Raheem Sterling is the least informed player right now. Maybe Gabriel Jesus you could say, but then Gabriel Jesus had a goal. His goal was well taken and all of that in the game against Cheltenham Town. So Raheem Sterling is the player who is the most out of form in this front five, in this attacking front five, and is in my fantasy team as well. I hope he scores a few goals so that City do well and I get a few points as well. So this is the lineup. I think Pep will go. Mostly I think he will go because he has no other choice. I think maybe he could go with Mahrez in a false 9 or Ferran Torres in a false 9 position instead of Gabriel Jesus. But then due to the reasons that I told you, that Pep needs an out and out centre forward for all those balls that are flashing across the box to put a right end, put a just end to all of the beautiful creative play that City have been developing all over the pitch, to finish off all of the creativity in the midfield. Gabriel Jesus, needs to play as an out and out striker, and I hope he has his finishing boots on. Something about Gabriel Jesus, for me, if the finish is difficult, like against Cheltenham Town, he had to take the ball out of thin air, then he had to turn and finish across the keeper. Very difficult finish. 80% of centre forwards can't do it. But an easy finish, he goes one on one with the keeper, fluffs his lines, hits the post. Jesus, he doesn't do the simple things right, but if it's a difficult finish, he does it. I hope he does the simple things right in tomorrow's match and from now on. The midfield picks itself, I would say. Fernandinho, like I said, can't play 2 matches in a row. So Rodri picks himself. He's been excellent as well. The only one thing with Rodri, like I've been saying again and again is on our channel, is that Rodri needs to switch the play faster, especially in these games against stubborn defenses. You'll have to shuffle the defenses. You have to move the defenses from side to side. That is very important. Otherwise, they'll be sitting back in those compact shell for 3 months or 4 months till the end of the league. You can't unpick them unless you shuffle the ball. I hope Rodri, and against Aston Villa, he was shuffling the ball fast. He was switching the play really better. I hope Rodri continues to do that. Gundogan is the most informed player in the league for me, along with Phil Foden and also Paul Pogba. So Gundogan is again excellent, and he starts. He can't be dropped. Again, that's why Pep rested him against Cheltenham Town. Bernardo Silva again is getting into form. He had that wonderful strike against Aston Villa, excellent, which proved to be the game changer. So, and Bernardo Silva and his creativity, I think if we are looking at someone who's more closer to David Silva, it has to be Bernardo Silva. It's not Phil Foden, or it's not De Bruyne, or it's not Gundogan. Maybe it's Bernardo Silva and a little bit of Gundogan, I think. So, and this combination of Bernardo Silva and Gundogan haven't played in the league, I think, at all till now. They haven't started together. So it will be very interesting to see, because both are really good on the ball. Both don't lose the ball. Both prefer intricate passes. Will be really good to see how this combination works out. And the interesting thing is both give excellent work rate and both are really good defensively. So the defense, again, the centre backs and the goalkeeper pick themselves. Ederson picks himself all day in any of the team, I would say, in the world. And then Diaz and Stones, the excellent centre back partnership in the whole of Europe right now, I would say. In their last 10 games, they've conceded 2 goals, and end of that, One was Ruben Diaz own goal in this very same fixture against West Brom. So Ruben Diaz and John Stones picks himself. Cancelo again, the most informed right back in Europe right now, the most informed full back in Europe right now, I would say. Is comfortable on both the wings. He has this extraordinary quality of dribbling past players. He does step overs. You could easily play Cancelo in Sterling's position, and he would have the same effect as Raheem Sterling. He's so good on the ball, especially in an attacking sense. He's a unique midfield player, I would say. I still remember when the transfer of Cancelo happened from Juventus. One of my friend who's a Juventus fan, he was telling me, with Cancelo, I was just asking him, how is Cancelo? What sort of a player he is? He told me one thing. With Cancelo, you're getting a very unique player in terms of attacking sense. I have not seen a player like Cancelo in attacking sense in a long, long while. Maybe Marcelo in Real Madrid in his heydays, in his very best days. No, Cancelo is even better than Marcelo in at his very best days. He's really good. He bombs forward. He skips past players. You could think that he's one of the best wingers in the world, and you could not be wrong. He's so good in an attacking sense, and he has really improved in a defensive sense. He's gonna level up. That is the beauty. At Juventus, Cancelo was suspect defensively, but under Guardiola, he has developed into this very reliable defender. For me at this point of time, Cancelo is better than Trent in terms of balanced fullback play, in terms of defending and attacking. Now Zinchenko has been a surprise for me. In this game, I'm again a bit concerned about the left back position. Zinchenko, or would Pep play Mendy in a game? I mean, in a space of 2 days, would Pep play Mendy in 2 games? I don't think so. Zinchenko, because West Brom is a very physical team. Will Zinchenko be able to handle the physicality? I had the same doubts against Aston Villa, and he handled them beautifully. I had the same doubts against Zinchenko and in a couple of other matches, and he's done beautifully well. If Zinchenko can handle the threat against West Brom, I would like to see Zinchenko in 2 matches. One against West Brom because of the physicality that they provide, and another one against Liverpool, against Salah, against Mane. How does he react against those fast pacey wingers? These 2 games, if Zinchenko can prove me wrong, if he can really put up good displays, I would say City have developed a left back here from nothing, from a central defensive midfielder, from a central midfielder. So this is pretty much the team, I think. Let me know in the comments below what sort of a team you think should Pep put up against West Brom. I think most of you would agree with me in the defense and the midfield. I mean, that one attacking position, I think you might have some conflict with me. Especially some people would say that Foden should be playing in the midfield. He picks out a pass well, and I wouldn't disagree with you. But this is what I think is the best thing. I think Bernard Foden would offer us much more on that left-sided position as a left winger than in the central midfield. So you think of it like that. Would Bernardo Silva offer more in the wing position or midfield position? I think he would offer more in the midfield position. Foden for me offers a really good quality in both the positions, in the midfield position as well as the wing position. So at this point we have to think, okay, Foden plays in the wing position and Bernardo plays in the midfield position. Wow, it would be something. Overall quality would be more for the team rather than Bernardo playing in the wing and Foden playing in the midfield. So that's why I put Foden out on the wing and Bernardo in the midfield. Now let us look at what are the key battles in this game. So the first key battle in this game is this guy, Matheus Pereira, has been, the creative outlet for West Brom. West Brom under Sam Allardyce have mostly been playing a 4-1-4-1. Sorry, 4-4-1-1. Of course, they can't play 4-1-4-1 against City with one holding midfielder. No, they're playing 4-4-1-1. So Matheus Pereira is playing just behind the striker. He's an excellent creative number 10. He's been involved in almost all of the goals that West Brom have scored until now. So One of the things in this match, one of the important aspects of this match is how will City limit Matthews Pereira, and how will City curtail his creativity, his offensive quality. Because we have seen in the past Norwich last year and also Leicester this season at the starting, if other teams have creative midfielders who can play through the press of City, then you can really get it the back four of City. But those days were different. Our back four was Otamendi and John Stones, or Otamendi and Fernandinho. Now the back four is different, but still, we can't allow people to run one-on-ones at your back four. However good the back four is, you can't allow the opposition team to run 4 or 5 times one-on-ones through the back four at your back four, right? So it will be important how Rodri manages Matthews Pereira, how well he shields his defense. So this is going to be a straight battle for me. Rodri versus Matthews Pereira. This will be a test of Rodri's defensive qualities, Rodri's positioning, Rodri's reading of the game. Many people think that a defensive midfielder should have a good amount of pace, mobility, and all. No, if your positional sense is good, it's fine even if you don't have pace. There have been countless good midfielders, central defensive midfielders with not much pace, but their defensive qualities, but their positional sense has been excellent. So this will be a test of Rodri as well, how well he has learned, and how well he has come in the CDM role, and can he replace Fernandinho for the next season. So this will be a big test for Rodri. And the next one is, this is going to be one of the most important battles. Ruben Diaz versus Ajay. Ajay has been, I think he's the one who has scored a goal against Liverpool as well. So, and Ruben Diaz had scored an own goal. I mean, he stuck it, and the clearance, stuck Ajay and went in the last meeting between City and West Brom. So, Ruben Diaz versus Ajay is going to be another battle, especially in set pieces. Tomorrow, we can't concede set pieces, corners, free kicks unnecessarily to West Brom. We can't in any sense. City should know that. Rodri should know that whenever he's fouling people, he should know that he does it as far away from a box as possible. You can't simply give free kick set pieces. We suffered against Cheltenham. That's why Pep bought in Ruben Diaz. It was not surprising because Pep wanted organization. This will be another test for Ruben Diaz on his organizational skills, how he deals with physical opponents. Diaz loves challenges, and that's the fantastic thing about him. He's 23 and is already a leader for me. He's the best captain. He's one of the best captains already in the Premier League. He's one of the best defenders, especially leadership wise in the Premier League already. He's in John Stones' partnership has been excellent. So I really hope that City doesn't give many set pieces away, and Ruben Diaz, John Stones should not mark Sami Ajay even if a set piece comes. It's Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz should be on him. And also I think Snodgrass, he's an excellent crosser of the ball. West Brom have just bought him in this transfer window. So Robert Snodgrass is another excellent set piece master in West Brom. So when you look at West Brom, the more chances are they'll score from set pieces rather than scoring from open play. So that is where City should be really beware. That is where City should be careful. So I really hope that we keep the winning run going in tomorrow's match as well, because the title race has really hotted up. United is in great form. Liverpool have lost to Burnley, so it is slowly becoming clearer who the contenders are. United, are having moments in games like against West Brom, Pogba scoring from a free kick, from outside the box on his weaker left foot. So, on his weaker foot. So, the title race is hotting up. The contenders are slowly coming in front of us, who are the real contenders. So I really hope that City keep the winning run going, keep the momentum going. We have done this before. We are experienced in this game of chasing teams which are in form of being at the forefront of title races. We have done it in 2017-18, 2018-19. We have done it in 2011-12, in 2015-16, 2014-15. So City know how to do it. It's just that we keep the momentum going, because every game is a new game. Tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow doesn't give you victories. Tomorrow is not decided based on what you have done in the past. Tomorrow, the future and the present don't care about what you have done in the past. Every win you have to earn by working hard again. Tomorrow is always a new day, whatever, be it football or be it life. Tomorrow, the future is always a new day, a new chance for you. You have to prove yourself. Tomorrow doesn't care whether you were champions in the past or whether you have laurels or you have great history in the past. It doesn't care about all that. Every day is a new day, every game is a new game. Every opponent deserves to be taken with respect, deserves to be taken with caution. I think that is the attitude City should go in with. We have to take game by game, not care about what other opponents are doing at the other side of the table or which opponent is in which form. It's really important that we realize the fact that our destiny, yes, City's destiny is still in their hands, still in our hands. We are a game short. I mean, and we are just a point behind United, so we win our game in hand and we go to the top of the table. So that should not be our concern, going top of the table, going bottom of the table. Our concern should be go out on the pitch tomorrow and play to the best of the ability you can, play to and give the best you can, and fight with whatever you have got. Tomorrow's encounter will be stubborn. It will need us to dig something from deep. We'll have to be sharp. We'll have to take all the chances that come, not spill chances like Gabriel Jesus has done, Mahrez has done against Cheltenham. It's nothing upon individuals, it's just that examples I'm telling. No, we can't be negligent on the set piece like we were against Cheltenham Town. We can't be negligent and give away set pieces just like that. West Brom are very strong in that. So I really hope that we fight with all the might we have got, and have a good game tomorrow against West Brom. I hope that you have liked the video. If you have liked the video, please click on the like button, and also click on the bell icon and click on the subscribe button, so that you get notifications whenever I upload new videos. I'll come back to you again with a review of tomorrow's match. I really hope City do well tomorrow. Until then,